This is a gift to my beautiful bride. Now, when you first enter the Institute of Divine Metaphysical Research, they give you this pamphlet. It is actually the most basic thing you will be given when you enter in the class. And it is a scientific introduction to the divine pattern of the Mosaic Tabernacle. And it's like your first body of knowledge. And when you open it up, it comes to the tabernacle pattern, and it shows around it all the different ologies, all the different studies, from zoology, mathematics, biology, astrology, cosmology, every single one of them, and they are lined up around the tabernacle, radiating out from it. And you know what that's radiating from? It's radiating from the most holy place, the cloud, and it's coming on out. Now remember that this tabernacle is really the universe, the stuff that you can see and the stuff that you can't see. Okay? Now remember, when you're starting off in your first cube, that's the court roundabout. I had to give you the most basic one because I had no chart to show you, because it was always communicating through just text or whatever. And that's the court roundabout. Of course, that's like all of your physical, the whole physical universe, the tangible stuff. Now, as you go straight on up to the holy place, once you get to the sixth plane, which you count all the way up 1 through 9 total chain, 9 months you pregnant, have a baby. Okay, so when you go up to the sixth plane, once you go past that, that's where you move into total spirit. You move into just total spirit. Now you got a conversion point, up in there. A lot of people don't pay attention to that. But once you go past there, and it's known that Satan can't come past that. You see, he can't come past that. He was thrown out of heaven, and he can't come back there. Now that's the sixth plane, and then the basic knowledge is that the sixth plane, like I said, that's starting when you start to go towards the physical stuff. See, so that's the different dimensions, and gas, liquid, solid. Once again, the same basic stuff. So now what we want to do is where it get real fascinating. Let's just move right on over to, guess what? HIV, of all things. Yes, HIV. Now, as you see on the outside, where you had the different ologies on the tabernacle, now you have the docking glycoprotein, which is sitting right where the different ologies came out, radiating out, remember? And right up under it, you have the transmembrane glycoprotein. You see, and these are just radiating on out from the tabernacle, or from this virus. You see, now if you go right on over, you notice the SS. Now, I did a video before about this SS. The S in Greek is really 6. Yes, I did a video on this, so I'm not necessarily going to go over it again. It's right on Yeshua is Love, one of the videos that explain this whole thing. And I'm pretty sure it can be Googled, to find it out. The knowledge is there, it's around. So the S in Greek is 6. So like anytime, like Superman, for instance, when you see the S in his chest, really it's a 6. So there's a little deception going on. You see, that's how they deceive you. Every time you see with S, majority of times that you will see it, a lot of times it's really a 6, and that's how they trick you in the Greek. See, so those sixes right there, those S's are actually 6, 6. Those are the S, that's the SS. Now see, this is on a spiritual, almost a spiritual plane, because the virus is very small. It's radiating on out and getting to be so tangible. You know, like say the invention of the microscope is a new thing. We couldn't see the virus before. It's a new thing that we're able to see it now. So it will almost be like spirit, because we couldn't see it. A person gets sick, we don't know why they're sick. You see, the virus is like a spirit. You see, satanic spirit, even, because it does nothing but it want to sift you like wheat. It want to just destroy you. It has no other purpose. See, so it's a type of shadow of that. One of the best ones. Now, as it manifests itself to the physical plane, we're going to see this SS, you see, or the 666. And don't get confused with 666. 6, right, is 1 6, 3 6s. The 6 is the morning. It's the morning, you know, 6, basically. So as it manifests itself out, this virus representing this evil spirit, once it manifests out on the physical plane, you'll see Adolf Hitler once again with the SS. You see the 666. Now this man was a total puppet. He was a total puppet. Satan is a total puppet. His whole life, you see, it's already back there represented in spirit, and halfway in spirit, halfway in between with this virus, you see that his whole life is already mapped out. What his purpose and what he's to do, how cruel and evil he would be, is already in his virus, already shown. And when it come out, it manifests itself to the SS, and it's already locked in the HIV virus. It's already there, you see. And people say, okay, they think that it was genetically engineered. Well, we see now that it's impossible that it was genetically engineered, because it's too complicated, and it fits into scriptures, and it fits even into the SS, even into Hitler and everything. So now that gets thrown right out. Now, as you notice the little circle that's by the S, it's called the reverse transcriptus. Now see, Dr. Henry used the transcripts. We use his transcripts. It's the same thing as Paul. When Paul wrote his letters. That's all it is. It's the same thing. You see, but notice it's at the bottom, which is the court roundabout, more of the physical plane, which would be your bottom square, like I would call it, or bottom cube. It's the physical, you know, it's the physical. So see, it says it's reverse. The reverse transcriptus. See, it's reverse. When you go down Satan, it's always flipped or reversed with him. Now, even though this whole thing is satanic, it's just wild how satanic the HIV virus is. It's like the ultimate manifestation, damn near. I mean, look at it. It's wild. 2 S's, 2 6s, the whole way is made up. It's wild, you know. But see, as like I say, as it manifests itself out, you know, and down where it represents, it still was reversed, turned upside down at the bottom. See. Now, notice the 2 6s or the S's. They are called the nucleocapsid. Now, notice the circles that's around the tabernacle. They call the matrix. It's called the matrix. Now, that's the scripture that tells you to have the key to the matrix. When you get the key, you are able to enter in to the tabernacle. When you get the key, you get in there. Now the key is the key is the tabernacle pattern. That's really what the key is, given to by the 7th angel, who will loose the seals to be understood. You see, that's the key. You see, and I'm popping those scriptures up to show you. And that's I mean, what this shows you is Dr. Henry, come on, what was the chances? He brought this stuff out around the 60s, and I don't know how old the HIV virus is. They act like it was a new virus and something new, but we don't know exactly when this came out or when, you know. But the whole thing is, how would it be possible for these charts to be made of the ancient tabernacle, and for all the stuff Dr. Henry told us, and all of a sudden in the 60s, disease called AIDS, you know, emerges, and locked in the inside the disease is the SS, has to do with Hitler. Scriptures like all around it. I mean, it's impossible. It's completely impossible. And I mean, it's impossible. So it leads you totally to seeing how spirit manifests, brings his way out. Kind of like the parable of the mustard seed. You know, very small seed, but then it grows out to be a big tree. See, as it grows from the spiritual plane on out to the physical, and it's a repetitive, it's a circle over and over, mimicking Yahweh over and over again. You know, Yahshua the Messiah, everything testifies of him, everything. And that's it. It's an amazing thing, and that's my gift to you. That's what I want to give you. I mean, you got people like CERN, they trying to figure out different things. They searching deep for stuff that's right in front of their face. This is what they are searching for real, and here it is, and it's coming out, showing you spirit, showing you what it is, and showing you how it manifests out. I'm gonna flash up some old stuff just for recording reasons, for people, anybody come back through this in the future. Of course, I already told you last time about the 4 horsemen, those 4 viruses that's likened unto the 4 horsemen in Revelation. Once again, it comes from the spiritual plane as it manifests its way out. It had to be manifested in a lot of different ways on the planet Earth, for real. And that's just one of the ways right there. It's those 4 viruses right there. Then I did something before about the clover mite, the clover mite, and that is red. But Yahshua's sacrifice is red. Also, that clover mite, they like to attract on the side of the building where the sun hits the most, because he is the Son of Man. He's the light. He's the sun. And that's everything. That's what I had to give you. That was just a recap for, just in case people come across this video in the future, those like new other things that I had. Eventually probably get to some other people.